Liam, your thoughts on the game?
Disappointed, deflated, but as I said, I thought we started the game the first 10 minutes. I thought Warrington were better than us, but then I thought we had a 30-minute spell when we looked like we were going to score all the time. Closed the ball down, pressed, broke. Tyler's had a couple of really good chances, and then we get done off a set piece, which shouldn't have happened because we'd actually talked about that specific set piece in the changing rooms. You still come in at half time. The half an hour period when we were on top, you're taking that into your mind and you're thinking going into the second half, and then we've come out and the second goal's clounces to get done from a wide cross. Matty's caught the wrong side, tapping, and then I think from then you want to get Morgs on the pitch, so it's trying to build him, try and get him back playing, and then really we were a little bit wide open. Don't think Bambo helped him an awful lot in the middle of the pitch. He started committing himself instead of going tight, and David showed little flashes, but then he picked us up on the break, and then it becomes very similar to Peterborough Sports here last year, where you were wide open because you've gone for the game, tried to get back in the game. Probably I shouldn't have took Deck off, so that's me. I said, but the bits and bobs of actually trying to keep your structure, trying to be safe, trying to keep the game's gone. It doesn't need to go to 3 and 4.
They control midfield after 2-0. They controlled it.
Of course they did, because we're then open, trying to put wide players on, trying to push 4 up front, and they've been clever enough to pick us up. But Bowen was very good for them, and I said Isaac took his goal well, so fair play to them.
Where do you go from here? 45 games to go.
Well, we were 5-0 up after an hour last season on the first day and didn't do us a world of good, but I said, listen, we've got a good squad. We'll bounce back, and there's going to be more to come. You can remember Carver's been out as well for a long spell. Morgs has been out for a year, so these will come through. And as I said, a win and a totally different reflection on where we are, and then we just got to build on that. Alfredson's going to be a good test, and spending on a Tuesday night.
Are they strong enough? Confident. It does get dented when you lose a game like that. Confidence is dented. Are they strong enough mentally?
Well, I think it's only the first game of the season, so you shouldn't be dented. We had a really good pre-season. It's been a good one. As I said, it's just never seen it coming, which you got to give Warrington credit for that. And listen, as you said, 40 odd games 45 to go. Yeah, I said so. There's going to be plenty of things. I'm going to try and figure out what the best team is. Well, we have tried a few different things through the course of pre-season. Sometimes that becomes a bit false because it's not real. Now it'll have to be real, so we need to have a look at it again and then go from there.
I know it's easy to say, but individual mistakes in that second half also did for you, didn't it?
Well, individual mistakes in the fact of, as I said, the second goal's the killer. It's a 40-yard crossfield ball and been volleyed in 7 yards out. So that's what's done us. So, but listen, it's Warrington's day. They've been better than us. Bees has done a great job there, and they deserve all the plaudits today. We just got to go and keep your head up, move on, train well this week, go to Alfredsson.
What are your thoughts, your aspirations for this season?
We need to be in the playoff area. That's where we need to be. So, no ifs or buts, end of.
David Morgan back here. He came on as a sub. Fitness-wise, 2 or 3 weeks before he gets up to.
Yeah, we've just got to be sensible with him. If you start him, you might run him into the ground. Because when you start him, you're going to want to leave him on the pitch. So I've got to try and look after him. I've got a duty of care to try and get the best out of him. It's a long time, a year being out of the game, but obviously fitness wise he's fine. The injury is not an issue at all. It's going to be time and a little sharpness. You know yourself, nearly played. He's going to need 5 or 6 games to get anywhere near but
games in the legs and all that.
Yeah, as I said, if you said to me this time yesterday, am I happy with what we've got in the team? 100% I am, yeah. So that's all I can look at.
Liam, thanks for doing this.
Thanks.